Time now for Brunswick Chamber Highlights on ATMC Television Channel 3. Bringing you the best of Brunswick.
Good day, Brunswick County. I'm Cathy Altman, President of the Brunswick County Chamber of Commerce and the host of Brunswick Chamber Highlights. Our show features a variety of reasons why we consider Brunswick County a premier place to live, work, and play. Today's guests include Michael Abarushka with all the info on the very first Calabash Seafood Festival and Car Show, November 14th, and Pam Batchelor with the Island Home Tour, which will be coming up December 5th. Michael, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Cathy. Thank you for having us.
We're very excited to learn all the details about the first annual Calabash Seafood Festival and Car Show. Want to hear all the great details.
Well, we're really excited about it. We have a newly formed Merchants Association in Calabash. One of our first order of businesses last year was that we wanted to incorporate a festival into town to draw some folks back.
And seafood, of course.
Exactly.
It goes together.
It's been a long time. It's been too long. I don't remember it, but I hear that the Oyster Festival actually originated in Calabash as well.
Actually, it was the street dance of the Oyster Festival. There were several components to the Oyster Festival, and it was a street dance which either kicked it off or finished it. And, you know, not that we're going to talk too much about Oyster Festival, but 2010 will be the 30th anniversary, so we have a lot of surprises coming up for folks. But let's talk more about this Calabash Seafood Festival. Will there be seafood? There
will be seafood. The idea originally started as a car show, and some folks decided that we needed to go ahead and get the name Seafood Festival and go ahead and get started with that.
Well, you know, and car shows are very, very popular. I've attended numerous ones from different car clubs. Tell us a little bit about the cars that'll be on display.
Well, we've got one category in particular that's really exciting for me. We've got a group of guys that are all pre-1915 cars.
Pre-1915 cars?
Some of the earliest automobiles ever made.
And you've got several that will be in that category?
We do. We've got some, there's a whole club out of Charlotte that I believe is going to try to make their way down here, if the weather holds out.
Right,
that's our
course,
big variable.
Everything's weather driven,
exactly.
But I know you'll have the pre-1915. You'll also have best.
We've got best Chevelle, best Corvette. We're going to do best Ford, best Chevy, Mopar, Street Rod. Gosh, we've got a whole bunch of them.
I think there are like 58 different categories.
Well, there's actually, that was a mistake I gave you. There's 18 categories, and then there's a top 40. That's going to give us 58 top trophies altogether.
And then I know with car clubs, they love to collect the dash plaques. So everyone that enters, do you have the first however many enter get a dash plaque?
Yeah, the first 50 will receive a dash plaque.
And who is that sponsored by?
Well, the main sponsor is the Calabash Merchants Association. We have Fletcher and Kelly Frink over at Napa Auto Sales. Napa. Calabash Small Engine Repair in Napa.
And Napa Sales, right.
They've been a big help. They've been a big sponsor. They've actually provided all the trophies as well as the dash plaques. And they've been instrumental in getting some of our sponsorship that we've got coming. The BF Good Wrench guy, we've got a big blow-up BF Good Wrench guys coming, the Napa Cube and things like that.
The Napa Cube. Now do tell what is that.
15-foot inflatable Napa Cube. It's basically
I can't wait to see that.
The Michelin man's coming. He's 24 foot tall. So that'll be.
Oh, that's going to be very interesting. And also with the different foods, you're going to have a variety of seafood. And will that be prepared by the different merchants in Calabash?
Well, this first year round, as you may know, the health department in North Carolina is very specific on what can and can't be done.
And we're very happy about that too.
Exactly. So with the safety is the main thing in mind. This first year we're going to have, I do have a vendor bringing shrimp burgers as well as scallop burgers. He'll be making those on site. We've got a local guy who's been doing a seafood jambalaya as well as a Creole and a gumbo. So it's going to be a little bit different than your what Calabash is known for, which is the breaded and fried seafood. There is an ordinance that doesn't allow you to bread on site.
Right.
So that the seafood restaurants will hopefully by next year they'll be able to. There's a lot of expense and preparation that goes
there
into
really
it.
is, and if you've never put on an event like that, and a lot of people don't understand, but there are so many regulations, but that's there to protect the consumer.
Absolutely.
But you know, one good thing, if people are there visiting, maybe the restaurants there in Calabash could maybe do some sponsorships or step up and do some coupon giveaways and entice those people to come back and dine at their restaurants.
Well, they are. I think they're going to do some promotions that day inside their restaurants.
And gift certificates, door prizes, and things like that.
There will be a lot of door prizes given away throughout the day. Sean and Kurt Hardy of Ella's and Beck's have both been really helpful and supportive throughout this, as well as all of the restaurants as a whole, giving their support and feedback. We've got a lot of positive feedback from the folks in Calabash.
And I think it's really good, too, because it is such a great community. I know that you're from Calabash, I'm from Calabash, and it is a really great community. And growing up on the waterfront, you develop a true, sincere appreciation for seafood and for that whole industry, the fishing and shrimping industry, as well as the restaurants. You develop a really sincere appreciation for it. So I'm always excited when Calabash announces that they're doing any type of event. The July 4th was very, very successful. And I know that this will be also. You're going to have live entertainment?
Yes. We have Cecil Chandler, the host of Cecil's World.
I know Cecil and his little bobblehead.
Yeah, everybody wants a bobblehead. But he's coming down. He's going to host the day's events. He has a DJ, Benjamin, that owns Benjamin's Jewelers down in Little River. He's going to be DJing. They're going to play a lot of fun music. They've been working for about 2 months now, getting a great song list together and to really get the crowd going throughout the day.
I bet Cecil and Ben will put on a show.
They
I
always
have no
put
doubt
on a
about
show.
that. They always do. And I know there's some other folks that you'd like to thank. Before we go into the details about the date and location, let's talk about some of those people that have made this a possibility.
Well, we've got I've got some great members of our Merchants Association that have been very supportive. In particular, Priscilla Knight with the Calabash Coffee House, Forrest King and Susie King at the Calabash Photography Studios, Mary and Marty Keefe with Yardbird Emporium, J.W. Brown, who's also on the Planning and Zoning Board, or he's the head of the Planning and Zoning Board, who also has Coastal Carolina Classics, car restoration, so he's a big-time car enthusiast. Our judges, Daryl Simmons, South Shore Electrical, Steve Somerset with Diamond A Kennels, Clint Humphreys is another judge we have as well.
So, and all of they are all car aficionados.
Oh, big time. Yeah.
Very good.
They've given me quite an education in this process as well. They're teaching me a lot as we go.
Well, you know, it's great to learn about an event and what makes people attracted to come to an event. Let's talk a little bit more about the different categories of cars that will be on display.
We try to incorporate a category for just about everyone who has a car. We didn't put an age restriction, so if you've got a brand new Corvette fresh off the lot, you'll be competing with someone who's got a nice classic old Corvette.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it very interesting.
We purposely didn't align ourselves with a specific car club because we wanted to offer an event that's going to be fun for all car clubs.
How did you market to different car clubs? You mentioned that you've got someone coming out of Charlotte, I guess the pre-1915s. How did you market to the different car clubs?
Well, we've JW's a big car enthusiast, so he was able to pass some flyers out at the big Cherokee car show in Cherokee, North Carolina. We've made a lot of phone calls. We've done a lot of emails. This has been a kind of a grassroots movement. We've worked very hard to get in touch with every car club we could locally, either through phone call or through email. We've gone to the car shows. We've passed out flyers. We've got interest that way. We've every chance we get, all of our businesses, we're mentioning it constantly. Bill Norman at WNMB Radio has been a big help.
He has some beautiful cars too, by the way.
Well, and he's going to bring a couple of them to put on display.